Your party and you have entered a jungle in search of ancient elvish ruins. It's taken days to reach the heart of the undergrowth, but your wizard and ranger have done a great job finding and reading ancient roads and markings. Good job, guys. Finally, you've all reached a stone archway, embedded with glowing crystals. Before the frantic search for treasure can begin, though, the whole party's ears perk up, and you all twist around. The tree line shakes violently and birds fly upward to escape whatever is causing the disturbance. You all take a fighting stance in preparation as the creature breaks into the clearing. It stands on its hind legs, its massive 8-foot frame of fur and feathers casts a shadow on the party. To further instill you with terror, it lets out a blood-curdling screech from its beak. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide in the dense jungle. It's time to fight an owlbear. Bard of Tomorrow here, coming at you from the arcane vacuum known as the internet. I have this FAU, air freshener in my car. Their mascot's an owl, so let's talk about owlbears. The real-world creation of an owlbear is a pretty simple one at that. One of the original co-creators of D&D first imagined the beast. Gary Gygax says he was inspired by a Hong Kong toy featuring the animal hybrid. Since then, the owlbear has been featured in every edition of D&D since and is a bit of a fan favorite. It's always really easy for me to tell when a monster is popular, because when I Google it, if there's more than 6 pieces of art, I know I'm in for a popular boy. The owlbear has made its way out of D&D and into the larger fantasy lexicon, appearing in tons of RPGs as a killable monster. The in-world explanation for owlbears is a classic one at that. Keep in mind I'm just quoting the D&D origin here. The common legend claims that a wizard most likely made the first creature in a moment of blissful ignorance. Due to the murderous nature of owlbears, it's easy to assume their creator is no longer among the living. No one's really sure how the creature has thrived all this time, but I wager it's due to their hulking strength. Which, speaking of, owlbears are a juggernaut in combat. They will attack any prey bigger than a rat on sight, and they are relentless in their assaults. Anyone or anything that finds itself in a tussle with an owlbear, well, they'll quickly find themselves in one for life and death. Their favorite method of attacking is using their claws and beaks to thrash about, mutilating and lacerating anything in their way. Their most iconic way of fighting, however, is to grab their prey and give them a big old bear hug and brutally squeeze them. Once in an owlbear's grasp, you will remain, being slowly crushed to death until you or the monster is slayed. Luckily for you though, owlbears are part of the super strong and tough but really stupid brand of creature. So if you know owlbears are going to be in an area, you can coordinate with your party to set up traps and strategies to deal with them. Any old owlbear could easily be tricked into charging off a cliff, into a bear trap, or anything your imagination can conjure. Now as far as the day-to-day life of an owlbear goes, things are pretty mundane. They usually live in a mated pair in a tropical forest, subterranean mazes, caves, or hollowed out stumps. Their territory is around 2 miles long, and of course they passionately defend it. And as a combination of 2 different animals, the owlbear has a unique sleeping pattern, waking up at noon and hunting until the early hours of the morning. The beast does take a bit more from its bear side, since it still hibernates in a yearly cycle during the coldest months. Now the final piece of information I'll leave you about the creature is its eggs. Owlbear eggs and young fetch for a mighty high price on the right market. Though impossible to train and domesticate, owlbears can make for excellent roaming guards if placed in strategic locations, for anyone looking to keep others out. Few creatures make for a better no trespassing sign than the owlbear. It's important to remember if an owlbear has ever been found in a dungeon or indoors, it was placed there by someone. Owlbears are great. They're so fluffy, kinda cute, but at the same time they're these big, towering, goofy murder machines. What a perfect monster for the fantasy genre. Really 10 out of 10 beast we got here. Here are the owlbears in World of Warcraft, only we call them moonkins in this game. They shoot lasers out of the sky from the sun and the moon. They're pretty cool spellcasters. And yeah, that's all I got on owlbears for you guys. Thanks for watching another episode of the Bestiary. Number 10, 500 subscribers. What? I did it! We did it! Woo! So thanks for that. And until next time, as always, safe travels, adventure. Love ya.